Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, my name is Azure Santos, and today's video is a continuation of the Temu haul, and these are the nails that we will be doing today. Like, I'm so excited about doing these nails. I had some inspo pictures from Instagram and I fell in love with, and I'll add her Instagram handle up here so you know which inspiration pictures I am talking about. So we're gonna go in and start with using these Yadada. I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly. We're gonna go in and start with these nails. I did get this at Temu. The only thing about these nails, they're so small. As you see, they do not fit my thumbnail from sidewall to sidewall. So I have to work with what I got. And you'll see if you continue watching that I use builder gel. Now the builder gel that I do use, I did not get in the Temu haul that I did in the previous video. If you have not seen that video, I'll add that link in the description below if you want to watch that before watching this video. Now, these nails run a little bit small, so they're not my normal sizes that I would normally use, but that's okay. Again, the thumb did not fit, so I had to figure out what I was going to do to make it work, because I'm not going to waste any product. I'm going to use these nails because I don't want to waste it. I purchased them even though they are pretty cheap and affordable nails. They are not jelly tip nails. I believe they're just plastic false nail tips. So I didn't check the structure of the nails, but they're not bad quality of a nails, but they're not as good as my beetle nails that I do have that run in better sizing and actually fit from sidewall to sidewall. But we're gonna work with what we have. So today we are using a solid gel adhesive, which is a little different from what I'm used to. This is my first time ever using a solid gel adhesive when putting on gel tips. Usually I use a brush on method, and I just feel like I've gotten so comfortable with that method that I was struggling a little bit with this method. Not too much, just a little bit, as some of the adhesive will like bleed at the cuticle area, and I would just clean it with a brush and some alcohol before curing it fully. Now, the one thing I did appreciate about this product is that I don't have to hold the tip down for too long. As I'm curing, I could just apply the tip and let it go. And since it is a thicker consistency, it held on my natural nail bed. As for the brush on nail gel nail adhesive, usually you have to hold the nail down as you're curing it. Now, I wind up taking my glove off after a while because it was just getting really tacky with using this product, and I just didn't like the way it was, just like the glove was just getting stuck. So as you saw, I did touch this product, and I just want to disclaim that this product can cause an allergic reaction, and I advise not to touch it with your hands. As you see, I've started using a brush and just use the back of the tip to scoop out the product. I just want to make sure that you guys are aware that any gel products can cause any type of allergic reaction when you have skin contact. So just be mindful. That's why I did put a glove on, because I wasn't sure. This is my first time using this product, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get allergic reaction. Thankfully, I can say that I don't really get allergic reaction to much products, so I don't ever am too concerned about that, but always be mindful that that can happen. And I just want to let you know to be mindful of that. And this goes with any product that you use. You don't know what your body is going to react to. So here I'm just going to put some alcohol in a little cup so that way I have some like no slip solution, and it just makes the product, glide on the tip a lot smoother. And I guess it just works better for me. It's kind of like poly gel. That's what it kind of like seemed like to me, like the solid gel adhesive just kind of was, it just reminded me of the consistency of poly gel and kind of worked as poly gel, which I'm not sure if it is. And if you guys know if it is, please let me know in the comments below. As you know, I am a beginner and I am learning through the process of all that I do. As you see, the tip is staying on and I don't have to hold it down. I can just put the tip on and then cure it. So I did like that a lot about this product. It was just very, very easy to use after I got the hang of it. So it took me a little while. I was just kind of confused of how to use it, and then once I figured it out with my pinky, it just was kind of easy. And I did struggle a little bit with my thumb because the thumb was a little small, and you'll see me struggling trying to remove some of the product because it was a smaller tip, so a lot of it was seeping out to the cuticle area, and you'll see me cleaning it with the brush and some alcohol. I would like to it's just a tip that I like to share, that if it does, any gel adhesive or any gel that you're using to adhere the nail to your natural nail, to always clean the cuticle area before curing it fully. It just makes the process so much faster at the end instead of having to use an e-file to clean it up. You can do that. It's just a step that just makes it easier at the end, if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to apply all the tips on now, and I'm just going to let you enjoy. I know my last video was a super chatty video, so I'm trying not to make this video as chatty as the previous video. It's just kind of repeating this process. It's kind of the same thing. Grab the adhesive, solid gel, use the alcohol on a brush, make sure it's not too wet, and just wipe it down. Swipe it down, if that makes sense. I don't know if I said this or not. Once I have the tip applied to the nail, I will be curing it for about 15 to 30 seconds, depending on if I feel like it needs to be, cured a little bit longer. I will do that, but towards the end, I will cure out. Once I have all the tips on, I will cure it fully for 60 seconds to make sure that it is fully adhered to my natural nail beds and there's no lifting. And now we have most of the nail tips already on, and we're applying this thumb tip. As you know, this nail tip is a lot smaller than my natural nail bed, so we have to work with what we have. As you see, it doesn't go from sidewall to sidewall. I apologize that the camera is not in focus, but I try to figure out if I can clean that sidewall area up and add more, I believe, the solid gel. And then if I didn't like the way that looked, which I believe is what I did, I cleaned that up. I'm trying to remember what I did. Sorry, you guys. Again, I did this video a while ago, and I'm just uploading it because I was just in my head about uploading it because I just took my time. I feel like I took forever during this video, so I try to like cut it up. And I just get in my head about my videos because a lot of the time I'm always out of camera and I'm just like, oh, why am I doing this to myself? I am trying to learn. It's all a learning process. As you guys know, if you've been watching my videos, I am a super beginner friendly nail artist. I just do this at home. I don't do anybody's nails. I am a licensed cosmetologist, but not a licensed nail technician. This is all stuff I am learning. So this is a disclaimer, but I'm learning as I'm going, especially with using solid glue. As you see, I did take off my glove because it's just solid nail glue was just sticking. And here I'm just like, oh crap, I need out. Like I used too much of the product. It's seeping out too much. So right now I'm just trying to clean that area out because this nail tip is just so small, and I'm just trying to cover that area where the nail tip doesn't cover. I'm sorry if that makes no sense. But as you see, I'm just trying to cover the area that is not covered by the nail tip. Right, once it's looking somewhat decent, I go in and cure the thumb for about 15 seconds. Now, this is not the best nail because just the nail tip was so much smaller than my actual nail bed, but we had to work with what we had. And I really just wanted to use these products and show you guys that you can work with what you have. You can make anything work as long as you have the products to make it work. And that's what I did here. I know I wasn't giving the best angles or didn't show fully, but I tried, and I hope you can appreciate that I tried my best. All right, now once that is cured, this is what the nails are looking like. Somewhat decent, can't complain. If it wasn't for the thumb, I would actually love how this product works. Just was very easy, and I honestly liked it for it being my first time using a solid glue gel adhesive. Now we're going in with our e-file, and we're going in reverse at I believe 10 or 11 RPM. And we're just doing this ever so slightly, not pushing down too much, not putting too much pressure. We just want to smooth out that cuticle so it gives it that smooth, natural salon finish. And it just makes it look just so beautiful and polished at the end. And I always do this with every set that I do. It just makes the nail look so much better, and it makes it last a lot longer. Because when you don't do this, sometimes oils get caught underneath that nail tip and can cause lifting. And here I am using a cone diamond e-file. I think these are just so perfect for cutting the cuticle, and I think it's just a really good tool to use when trying to blend that nail tip to your cuticle area, and also cutting the cuticle as well. Once we have all the cuticles nicely done, we're gonna go in quickly and buffing it fully, all the nail tips, just so that we can apply that base coat and it just adheres to the nail tip nicely. I don't do it on camera, but as you see, I did go ahead and buff my nails off camera. I apologize for not getting it on camera. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. Now we're going in with Gayo. I feel like I mispronounce his name all the time. Gaoi. I really want to get this correct, how to pronounce this name. Like, they need to like do a voice memo to me through Instagram and tell me how to correctly pronounce their name, because I hate butchering their name, because I use this product so much. Like, I just got 42 new gel polishes from this brand, and the fact that I cannot pronunciate their products is, I just cannot. I can't believe I can't. I guess I also cured the base coat offline. I didn't even notice that I did. So what I'm going in is with a builder gel on the thumb area, as you see, trying to make sure that I'm covering that cuticle area that didn't get covered from the nail tip. So as you see, I'm just going ever so lightly around that area, and then I grab another brush just so I can blend it out. I don't want it to get too thick around the whole nail, just around the cuticle area where it needs that extra product to cover, so that way it doesn't cause any lifting. And once I like how it looks and I feel like it is fully covered, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up a little bit of that gel polish on my skin, so that way it doesn't cure on my skin and just where I needed the gel polish to be. I started with the set on my thumb and didn't realize I was not recording, but I end up recording on the index finger, and you'll see here shortly. Maybe because I wanted to practice first before I got it on camera. I think that's maybe why I didn't, or why I forgot. I am not sure. But I did go ahead and use this Mitzi gel polish in the deep blue that I love so much. I saw this set on Instagram that I love so much with like the water droplets, and I was like, I need to recreate this look. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, because I didn't see a tutorial and the girl didn't have a tutorial, but I was like, I need to figure out how to do it. And thankfully somebody else other than the other girl dropped a tutorial, and I was like, I wish I remember who it was, but I was like, I need to do this. Like, I absolutely love this nail set. Like, it was so beautiful. So what I do is put builder gel on my nail palette, and I put like little drops of like just small little dots on the underside of my nail tip, and then I let it cure real quickly for about 5 seconds, and then I add another layer on top of the first little bubble, just because I want it to look more bubble like and not like a thin layer, if that makes any sense. But I found out that worked better that way, adding 2 layers of the little bubble droplets on the underneath of the nail tip rather than just 1 layer. And then after I do that, I cure it for about, I believe about maybe 15 seconds, and then I go in with the deep blue and I go around the bubbles. If again that makes any sense. But I don't paint on top of the bubbles. Like the clear bubbles, I don't paint the blue on top of it, because I want it to be clear. So I paint around the bubbles, and you'll see if you continue watching. Now, I don't do all nails on camera because it just took quite some time and I didn't want this video to drag on. I just wanted to show you, I believe I did it on the index finger and the pinky finger so you guys can see that, like, the process of doing this nail, and that you can easily do this at home. It is a really easy process, and the nails just come out so beautiful in the end. Please continue watching if you want to see the outcome of this beautiful water droplet nail set. I just was so happy with it, and I definitely want to try to do this nail set again, possibly with like a coffin shaped nail. I definitely want to try it again and maybe try a different technique. But I just fell in love with this nail set. It just came out so beautiful. As you see, I'm trying to go around it. You have to have patience with it because you don't want to go on top of the bubbles. You want to go in between the bubbles. As you see, I am taking my time. If I need to wipe anything off, I'll go ahead and wipe it off with the alcohol pad, but I am just literally taking my time and going as slowly as possible. Now I do want to make sure I go up to the natural free edge of my nail, so you'll see me like dig in as you see me digging in the nail, and I do get some gel polish on my finger, and I do go ahead and clean that up with some acetone, or no, I don't think I used acetone. I think I just used alcohol to clean that up a little bit, but I just wanted it to look more of like what is it called? Crap, like a French, like a tip, like not a tip, but I guess like a French tip. Can't think of the name. I guess that is the name, but I wanted it to look very natural. So I wanted to dig in and try and get as close as possible to my natural free edge of my nail bed. And I think I managed to do that pretty well, and it just came out so pretty. And I go ahead and cure that. Once I do one layer, I'll add a second layer of the blue in between the bubbles. Once that is cured, as you see, I went ahead and did the other two, and I'm just going to show you the process one more time of how I created this water droplet nails. As you see, I go ahead and just grab a little bit of the builder gel. I try a different technique with the little ball end. I was like, let me see if this will work better, and it did not work any better because the nail, underneath nail, is a lot smaller than the other nails. As you see, I'm just adding a little bit more builder gel to the nail palette so that way I have more product to work with. As you see, I'm going ahead and seeing if this method works a little better, and I just feel like this method just kind of smeared it a little too much. So I go ahead and clear that with an alcohol pad, just because I just didn't like the way it was looking when I have tried this method, and I just go back to using the end of the brush. That just, if for some reason it just worked better for me, and I liked the way it looked better. Maybe if I had more of a area to work with, it would have worked with the end of the ball pit area. I guess that's a ball pit. I don't really know the name of the end of the nail brush, but I think it is a ball pit. Sorry, you guys. As you see, I'm trying to go back and forth to see if I like the way it looks on top, and I just keep trying different ways, and I'm like, I just feel like with the pinky I didn't have much room to work with, so it just kept smearing, and I didn't like the way it was looking. It really wasn't looking like water droplets. So as you see, I didn't go ahead with the alcohol pad. I used a brush and wipe it with alcohol. That's what I did. I thought I used an alcohol pad, but I just used a brush, and then I go ahead and just reattempt to make the water droplets. And if you guys don't already know, doing your nails is all trial and error. Sometimes you'll get it right the first time, sometimes you get it right the second time, sometimes it takes you 3 times. But pick that polish brush back up and try again. Because if first time you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust yourself off and try again. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, I cracked myself up. But in the end, I love the way this nail set comes out because it comes out so beautiful. And at the end, you'll see that I add other little designs on top of the nail tip, and it just makes it just so much more beautiful than this nail set already is. Like, I absolutely love this trend. Like, whoever started this trend, kudos to you, because as you see, it just looks so pretty already. And as you saw, I failed and I tried again. I didn't like the way it looked and I tried again. So it's all just trial and error. Don't give up the first time. Just pick up that brush and try it again. Look how pretty it came out. It came out so freaking pretty. Like, oh, I'm obsessed with how these nails came out. Now again, of course, you're gonna cure that for about 15-30 seconds. And now I'm going in with a top matte coat because I am doing a chrome little design, and I don't want the chrome to stick to the whole tip. I just want it to stick to the area that I'm doing the design. So I do the chrome top on all of the nails. And after I do that, after I apply it on all nails, I cure it for about 30 seconds. Even with the matte top coat, it looks so freaking cool. Like, I honestly love the way it looks with the matte coat, matte top coat. I never really was a matte top coat kind of girl. I was just like, I don't really get it, like the whole trend with the matte. But on some designs, I have to admit, it is really pretty. Like, it just looks so cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty cool with the matte top coat. Now I'm going in again with some builder gel, and I'm just doing like squiggly lines around the free edge, and I just feel like it finishes off this look and it just makes it look so freaking cute. The chrome like little squiggly lines, I've been seeing it online, and I wanted to incorporate that look with this set, and it just absolutely came out so pretty, like so freaking pretty. And I love how this is I use a peel off base gel, so I could just take off these tips, and if I want to like reapply them as like press-ons, I can definitely do that. So I'm going in with a silver chrome. I got this silver chrome on Amazon, and I'll link that down in the description below. It came with a pack, I believe, of 6 different chrome colors, and I love each and every one of the chrome colors that I did purchase. This silver is just so pretty. It looks like metal, and I absolutely love it. And I'm sorry that I'm not getting that on camera. As you see, when you put a matte top coat, it doesn't stick to the nail tip. It doesn't stick to the area that you don't want it to stick. It only sticks to the area where it has like the regular top coat, because I am using like a builder gel, so it has like more of a sticky top layer, so that's what helps the chrome stick. This is a little tip if you don't already know, but I'm sure you know. And now we're gonna do that on all the nails now. Alright, now that all the free edge design is done, we're going to cure that for about 30 seconds, and then we're going to do the same process that we did with the thumb with the chrome. And I love using this little makeup applicator, a little brush thing, or you can use a silicone tip as well. Both of them work just as amazing. And as you can see, it just goes on so nicely. Doesn't stick to the matte area, Now, if you do see that you got a little bit of gel in areas that you didn't mean to, like I did, I'll just go in with my brush and go in with some alcohol on the brush and just wipe that away, and it'll come right off. And you'll see in the video that I do that in certain areas where the chrome, or maybe there was a little bit of gel polish on that area that I didn't notice, but I don't want it in that area, so I just go ahead and just wipe it off with the some alcohol. Make sure you cover your chrome powders, because if you don't, you'll accidentally hit it. The dust particles, well, not the dust particles, but the chrome particles will literally go everywhere, and cleaning that is like a pain in the butt. So I'm here using a makeup brush that I have that I use for my nails to dust off any extra chrome that I don't want on the nails. As you see, it just comes off nicely. And areas that I see that need to be wiped off with alcohol, I go ahead and grab my brush and just like wipe it off, and it comes right off. And if I notice that the brush isn't like getting it off, I'll just grab an alcohol pad and just go a little bit harder with that alcohol pad to wipe that off, because around some of the cuticle area I see it just like sticking, and I don't want that. So that's what I go ahead and do. I'm just cleaning off areas of the chrome that I don't want to be, if that makes any sense. Now, when doing this, you want to be careful not to get it on the chrome area that you want it to stick, because it will wipe it off and you'll have to redo it, put the comb back on, and that's just a process you want to skip. So do this very carefully. Now, once we're all done, we're going to go ahead and grab a top coat, and it's from Xoxo. Again, mispronouncing it like always, but we're going to go in and use that for a top coat, and we're just going to cover all the tips with the top coat. It's like a nice glossy top coat. It just makes it look so pretty. I know I said I like the matte, but like the glossy finish is just where it's at. Like, look at that. It is just so freaking pretty. It just makes the water droplets like pop even more. Like, I am obsessed with how this set came out. I know I always say this about every set I do, but every set that I attempt, I just love it so much, and I always just surprise myself, and I just love it. I love the artistic side of doing nails and challenging myself and seeing if I can do something and actually doing it. And I guess that's what I love so much about doing nails and creating nail content, because I would have never thought that I would get myself into doing this. This is something that I would watch my grandma do on herself. She used to always do her own nails. Like, she taught herself from watching YouTube videos to do her own nails. And here I am carrying that tradition that she used to do. And once again, we finish with, of course, cuticle oil. It just makes the nails and your cuticle like area just look moisturized and healthy, and we love that. So always gotta finish with cuticle oil. Always, it's a must. Like, look at this set. I am so obsessed. Again, I appreciate you guys for those who are still watching and continue watching till the end. And if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, press that like button, that bell button. And again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in next video. Love you guys.